Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing on this awesome Tuesday morning? If you're doing half as good as I am, you're doing great. I am in a great mood this morning, once again. It's pretty much impossible for me to be in a bad mood, I've realized. Very rare, unless I'm just like in extreme pain or something tragic has gone on. I'm really not ever in a bad mood. I do not stress about things that are out of my control. Something I learned early in life, that if it's not personally under my control and I can't affect it, I don't worry about it. So being stress-free leads to being happy, I believe. Good morning, Mr. Paul. How are you this morning? Hope you're doing well, sir. Let's see here. Man, I've got a bunch of sources added to my whatchamacallit, OBS. So let's start off by talking about what I carried last night. Sluggish, eh? Sluggish is not great. Unless you just need some coffee, and then coffee will fix that. I did receive this in the mail yesterday. This is the knife I got from Mr. Vero. The reason I'm showing it before I showed what I carried, because in this case that the knife came in, I actually have what I carried. So I had this in my front pocket 2/3 of the night. And then about the last third, I actually put the knife that came in this case. Comes with a little card and a towel. I actually put the knife that came in this case in my pocket. So that was in my front pocket most of the night. And this ended up in my front pocket, which is the knife that I got yesterday from Mr. Vero. It is a BRS Evolve Eon, or Aeon. I would say Eon because it's an E, and there is a word Aeon, A-E-O-N. This is an integral, super cool looking integral. It was designed by Elijah Isham. He actually designed this knife as the Model 91 back in back in 2014. And then Riot produced it for BRS, Blade Runner Systems. So it was finally produced by them. But I had that in the front pocket the rest of the night. And then in my back pocket, I had this, which goes nicely with both of them. It actually goes really nicely with this one. But it is that... well, now I'm blanking on it. Cretace Duke. It is that Duke knife. Yes, he shipped the box in a box. The box came in a box, in a priority box. But evidently it got a little damaged at some point. But yes, he put this box in a box. Because you can't ship... well, I guess you could. But yeah, these two knives went great together as a front and a back pocket knife. Uteltic, EFDS. Not sure what that is, Pete. I think you asked me about something in Is that what you asked me about in the, yeah, EFD? No, I have not checked that out. But we will do that right now because I'm curious to know what knife you're interested in. Whoops. There's our message. Well, this gets into a little bit I'll talk about in a second. Well, actually, hold on. Let me finish with this knife. So I wanted to show this because this is what I was talking about. This is on Elijah's Instagram back on 6/24 of 2014, and it shows the drawing for this knife, which is pretty cool. And then the Eon was released 1 of 2020, and the green version was a limited edition. And one of the only problems with the knife is that no matter what you do, you cannot use this hole for anything. This hole is basically decorative. You cannot regular thumb flick it. You can't get in there with enough leverage to get to it. There's no way. It takes so much pressure. So the only way you can open this knife is with the thumb stud. And you definitely can't reverse flick it. It would take, I don't know how many pounds of pressure it would take, but it was hard for me to even pull it open right there using my other hand. Like it takes, I don't know how many pounds I'm pulling, but lots of power. And it's because of the angles. It's too close up here to the front and the pivot. Like if the hole was down here, I can pull it open a lot better because of angles. But the angle from here to the pivot is almost a straight side pull. That's why it takes so much pressure. And I know that you might not believe me, but I swear it's true. And just to emphasize that point, here's a video back when Metal Complex first got it. Hold on. Where he talks about the exact same thing.
Kind of flips straight down. It's more of a light switch flipper. The detent is nice and clicky. Like that. No mush. Can you access this area in here? Not really. It's more of a decorative. You can grab it like this and open it. Truthfully, I would have liked to see this opening hole extend for this entire area. Maybe if they changed the angle of the flat just slightly, right? So it kind of rose here, and then you'd have this area in here where you could mill an area out, and then you could have done the reverse flick. But this area right here, unfortunately, is not functional. They could have added a thumb stud in here. I think that would have been a little bit better. Or they could have just left nothing in there, right? But as of right now, this is just an area that you can look at, and it looks nice. It keeps it gives the blade some character that otherwise would just look very plain. So okay, but the flipper tab works just fine, and there's nothing in the cutting path, so I don't have a problem with that.
So there you go. Morning Knives Are Life and Lone Star. I think I already said good morning to Knives Are Life, possibly, but all right. Now Pete said we're looking at the Uteltic EFD. Uteltic EFD. See if I can spell that. EUTELTIK EFD. There it is. Oh, so it looks like a Devo. Kinda. It looks a lot like a Devo to me. But it's Ling Ma. $85. What in the world? Everyday field duty. So it's a field duty. Yeah, I mean, I want an OG field duty. I guess titanium knives and G10 knives look different too. So a year ago, Tri-State liked it. I love the look of it. Yeah, Pete. I like it. Get one for sure. Where are they available and how much are they still? Are they still at Knife Center? They're $85. I would get a jade one right here. I would get this one probably and make it some cool color. Uteltic. Yeah, that's what I said. Eutectic. Oh, Eutectic. Oh, it is Eutectic. I thought it had an L in it. Didn't you put an L? Oh, no, you put a K. I read it as an L. Wow. Yeah, I like the jade version because you could dye it with RIT, make it any color you wanted. I like the nice wine color I've got on a few of my knives. It could be a purple too. So, but they offer all kinds of colors, huh? I already got a purple one. There you go. Yeah, that's a cool color. What else they got? They got the blues. Nice. So they offer it in all kinds of... That ought to be a big time seller. I don't know why I haven't heard of that knife. That's weird. Kind of odd. Because I'm a fan of Ling Ma. And the Field Duty OG has been on my list for a long time. I can't find one. All I can find is the ones with micarta, it seems. Liang Ma Field Duty OG Titanium. Yeah, that's the one I want right there. But you can't find them anywhere. Awesome knife. I don't know why they put these pictures upside down. It's kind of upside down to me. But yeah, I love that knife. Good morning, Michael, Ron Crow, sirs. And then the next knife that was mentioned was the Browse Blades Enforcer. Browse Blades Enforcer. Browse at Karambit. All right, here's the Enforcer. Uh-oh. Knives Are Life might fight you over that one. Don't let him see it laying around on the table. Nah, he's a trustworthy guy. He wouldn't take your knife, but he would enjoy it. That's for sure. And the Kubi Thalia, that's a cool knife. I am familiar with that one. It's a good budget Kubi. I don't think I have one, but I might. I don't think I have one because I would remember that blade hole. And then you mentioned the Recon 1 XL is on sale for $229. Okay. The green blade, where did I go with that one? It was right here, maybe? the dark green one, this one, the army green. Yeah, that one's cool. Yeah, the budget looked great. I mean, the budget looks great. The ergos look great for that price. But it looks a lot like a Kubi Titius with a bigger blade hole. I mean, it looks a lot like the Titius, which is a wonderful knife, and you can get them for $40. And if you haven't ever had one, I would suggest you try one of those first, because everybody should own one. And you can get the nice green and a silver one for $40 and minus $4, so $36. So this one is a very similar looking knife. Whoops, let's see. So there's that one. It's even got a fuller on it. And this one. So they're very similar. Main difference would be the front flipper instead of the regular flipper. But this one has a fuller also. This one has a little bit of wasted space on the blade hole, whereas this one pretty much perfect. So you ought to look at a $36 Titius with 14C 28N. I believe that's what the blade steel is. So blade steel is D2. So it's D2 on here in 14C. The shape, it's the same shape. What do you mean? It's damn near exactly the same shape. I mean, even the ends of them are the same. The finger curve is the same. Blade shape is the same. Everything's the same. Let me do this. What am I doing here? Hold on. Give me just a second. There we go. So downloads, open file. Whoops. Downloads, locate file. Drag it over here. All right. Can't rotate it. Hold on. Give me a second. Having to do some things here. Try to do this on the fly. Where we at? Edit. All right. Delete. Whoops. Hold on. Give me just a second. I'm doing some chip stuff. All right. Rotate. Right 90 degrees. There we go. All right. save. Drag into the browser right here. All right, why is that one so dang big? Like, what's different? Pretty much the same knife. Yeah, that's what I said. The flipper tab is the only difference. I don't know why I'm having issues here. I could, oh, I know what I can do. I can show y'all really quick how to edit images for free. Super cool. So at Adobe Express is a super cool program that you can use to edit images online for free. And all you got to do is sign in with your Google account. And it's got some really cool, oh my gosh, why you got to know the year and all that? All right, so you can do some really cool stuff for free. Oh my God, get me out of here. Your stuff. Projects. Give me a new project. I don't even know how to, I haven't done this in a while. Create new project. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Create. No, I don't want to invite people to the project. Get started. Cancel. Create file. My goodness. I'm glad I got this already opened in my regular browser because I'm not used to all this. Got it. All right. Upload from device. Downloads. This one. All right. And then they have tools where you can remove the background very easily on any picture. You can shrink it down. All right, we got that one. Now upload from device. This one. We're going to rotate it to match the rotation of that one. We're going to remove the background. We're going to rotate it a little more. Make it a little bigger. All right. Now, we're gonna zoom it up. What am I looking at here? Zoom 150%. I'll take a screenshot. I'll go like this. Gonna run paintbrush. We're gonna paste it into paintbrush. We're going to save it as compare. We're going to go to the desktop, grab compare. Compare. And we're going to drag it down here to Firefox. Whoops. We're going to drag it down here to Firefox. And there we go. Yeah, the hole is different. He said this is outrageous. It's a free video, man. What do you expect? Yeah, they're very similar knives. They even got the same kind of little slant right here. This one curves more. It looks more comfortable. That one looks like a harder line up there. If you deleted the flipper tab, which I could have done also, but I won't. If you deleted the flipper tab, they'd look a lot alike. You got more blade on the Titius because the blade starts further up on the other one. I like the thumb ramp on the Titius too instead of the flat. I don't know. I guess I'm a fan of the Titius. Yeah, I like the thumb ramp on the Titius blade and the fuller. I don't know. That other one looks flat on the top, like a flat top. Like, I don't know. I like the lines on the Titius, the thumb ramp. And the hole on the Ling Ma is too big. It's wasted, especially when it's closed. Like, when you looked at the closed version, it sticks way up into the scales. Like, why did they make the hole that big when it's covered by the scales? Like, I don't get it. The hole doesn't need to be that big for sure. The hole is about the perfect size on the Titius, in my opinion. And the closed on the Titius is just about perfect. It doesn't hide behind the scales. I don't know. It is what it is. That's what we do here, is discuss knives. If you were expecting something different, then suggest you go elsewhere. All right, back to something else I wanted to talk about. I sent some links. Oh, no, I didn't. All right. Yeah, her hole was the perfect shape. Definitely. All right. So I wanted to, oh yeah, I don't know if anybody saw this, but in the Discord, I posted a link to what's going on with my, hold on. Let me get this brought up. So I posted a link what's going on with my package with the Kubi and Max Ace. And it went from China to the airline to the book flights to arrived at customs. It removed, it was waiting for customs clearance, and then I thought it cleared custom on June 11th. And then on June 16th, 5 days later here, it says possible abnormalities inspection. So now I'm wondering if I'm going to get them. On the 11th, I thought it cleared customs and it would be here any day, but yesterday it shows possible abnormalities inspection. So what did they send me? Some fentanyl? What are the abnormalities? I'm thinking maybe they didn't mark the right product. Like, so what they said was in the box or the package is not what was in the package. So that's why it's abnormal. And I guess the only thing that could really lead to is just a higher tariff. Yeah, it's got liquid dripping out of it. Yeah, I don't know what they sent me, but I'm kind of intrigued to know where they're going. I was hoping they would be there. Yeah, maybe they tried to get away with making it cheaper. That's what I thought. Well, I won't have to pay it. I'll make them pay it. But yeah, that was weird to see. So TC asked about this, thinking it was something different, but this is the same version of the Rosie that I showed with the M390 blade that I bought that was thinner. But these are the fat carbon versions that were way overpriced because they have to import fat carbon over there. So they're super expensive. I didn't realize it was just on one side until he said something. But that's the same M390 blade that I took out of mine and put in the older frame. But if you type in Lemifshi and Rosie, the M390 one's here. The last two versions, so they got two fat carbon versions. They got this one. They got this one, and they got this one. Oh, and yeah, that's it. Got this one and this one. And they both look really good, but they're way overpriced, in my opinion. I mean, you can't charge $149 or $159 for the Skelly and then charge over $100 more just for one side of fat carbon. In my opinion, that's kind of silly. I should have bought, now that I know I wanted to swap the blade out, I should have bought this one that was cheaper and swapped the scales onto, because I bought the skeleton one and paid $10 more to just take the blade out of it and put it in the other. I thought his versions would be the same thickness. I didn't realize they would be thin. But anyway, that's what that is. Let's see. There was some other stuff going on. Wow. Can you imagine having that much Desert Warrior? Sorry. Started to say desert. Desert Warrior. You're probably a little bit light in the loafers if you have that many. That's pretty wild. Some of these guys have some craziness. Let's see. Shamwari. There was something else I wanted to mention. Oh, wow. Let's watch her do her tricks again. Haha. Well, there you go. Knife flipping skill. Oh. This is not knife related, but check this out. This is pretty wild. Like, look how much different this guy looks with the new work. Like, holy cow. He went from looking 70 to 45. Like, what the heck? Oh, now I remember what I wanted to show you. So, there's a guy that does laser engraving work. And he posts a lot in knives. Let me turn off this for a second and I will find his message. Actually, I didn't have to do that. Hold on just a second. But he does engraving, laser engraving, like I was wanting to do with my laser. And I asked him which model he bought, or what kind of laser, or somebody asked him what kind of laser he uses, and he said it was a 30-watt fiber, which is exactly like that model that I wanted to buy. And this is the results he gets, which are super cool. So this is on a Monterey Bay Knives Wolverine. Sorry, I couldn't think of it. But anyway, so on this post, he does this service for people. And so I asked him if he would like to come on video and show us his engraving. And he said possibly. He wasn't sure that Thursdays could work, but I told him that he could come on any day. So hopefully he will agree to come on and show us some of his laser work. But the laser that I showed y'all a while back, so they make one, let's see, I'm not sure the exact model he has, but there's a company that makes them fairly affordable, and it is I can't think of the name of it. I typed it, hold on. I actually asked him in the post here. Monport. So Monport makes one right here. So this is a 30-watt fiber laser. That's not the one I was looking for. Let's see. They make one right here. Here we go. They make a why are the okay machines fiber laser. Okay, here we go. So they make one that's a 30 watt. This one looks very similar to the one, the bed on it with all the holes for the screws, but they make one that's $1,800. Okay, right here. This version right here has the same little holes to clamp stuff down. It's a 30 watt fiber laser, and it's on sale for $1,600. So I want to find out from him which version he has, because if he has this one and he's getting that that good of etching, because it shows that this one will do some crazy stuff, and it will even cut some metals. So anyway, I will bite the bullet and go ahead and buy one of these if I can get one for $1,600, because the versions I was looking at were like 100 watt versions, and they were like $7,000, kind of like this size. So when he said he was using a 30 watt one, no, his table didn't look way bigger. It was zoomed in. If you look at they had the same screw holes, and the table on this one right here is, hold on, let's go back and look, because his did look a little bigger. I agree. It was a little larger. Let me see if I can find the stupid ad. Okay, here it is again. So you can't see how big his table is. It could only be just a little bit longer than twice the hold on. Dang it. So you can't really see how big his table is, for one. But right here, his table could be only twice as long as the scales, and the table on this one is 6 inches by 6 inches. So knife scales, like this, I've got the, I know exactly, it's about 4 inches on the Monterey. So if you look at this, if that's 4 inches, then that's 6 inches in the photo across. So his might only be like 8 by 8. But that, you can't really tell how big his bed is. It looks 6 inches across right there in the picture. But this one is 6 by 6. So it's not that much bigger. I mean, you can see when it's, I know the picture sitting in his workshop doesn't do it justice, but you can see it's 6 by 6. So it's definitely big enough to do knife scales. Because knife scales at the most would be 5 inches long. So hopefully he'll answer me and let me know what kind of laser he actually uses, because I need to do some more research on him anyway. But let's see how big the next version up is. And like these, they have different series, so let's see how big this so it's 6 by 6 also. But the 6 by 6 is only that area right there. So the base on that one is like 12 inches deep, and it's got the same kind of looking clamps that he had in his. You can see the little bracket clamps down at the bottom and the threaded holes. I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised if he has one of these models. I've seen other YouTubers that have these models. How much are the 100? Let's see. So they have 100-watt ones. Like, how big is this table? It's 7 inches by 7 inches for the working area on it. So this area right here is 7 by 7. So it's about 12 by 8, something like that. But like I said, if I can fit a knife scale on it, I'm good. Yeah, I hope that he comes on and shows us that. Let's see. Knives. There was one other thing that popped up this morning that I wanted to talk about. Let's see if I can find that. Hey, Knives Are Life. There's that Wrath Karambit. That thing looks super sweet. The Kubi KB. Yeah, that thing's pretty wild looking. I can't remember which version you were going to buy, but it might have been one of those. Alright, that wasn't what I wanted to show you. Let's see. Oh, the Dixon. Speaking of the Dixon, I didn't talk about it much at Blade Show. And I didn't talk about this one either. The Dixon felt really, really good in hand. And I know it's kind of plain for some people, I guess. But a guy posted a picture. Let me see if I can find it. Of him holding the... That's what made me think of it this morning. I don't know if it was in Knives or... Yeah, I don't think it was in Knives. It was probably in like Knife Club or something. He said something about his blue... Yeah, here it is. My big purple Dixon. But we didn't talk about the Dixon much when I was at Blade Show. But it was super comfortable. And I want one, but I guess I'm going to wait to get one when I can find one on sale. The Blade Binge exclusive Raiden R2 drop is coming soon. Well, I would guess the Dixon's growing on you, Pete, because it looks just like that. It looks just like that Ling Ma. Not really, but it looks a lot like it. I think you're coming around to the plain knife style. But it doesn't have a Wharncliffe, so how can you like it, Pete? I'm just messing with you. But yeah, the Dixon is gotta have. But the whatchamacallit was a super nice knife too. The new dang it. The one we just saw a second ago. This one down here. This one. That was the Work Sharp. The Work Sharp. Sorry, that was a cool knife too. And the fact that you can convert it from auto to a manual, pretty cool. You can swap out the pivot from a manual to an auto. That was another cool knife that we didn't talk about much. And they have the drop point and the reverse. They have the drop point, and look at the price on it. Great price. So they have that and the reverse Tanto version. So all you got to do is take the spring out and change it from an automatic to a non-auto. It's an integral. Tons of great features. It felt super light, like it felt super strong. It's made out of what? Magnesium, I believe. Yeah, it was a cool knife. So you actually think that the Dixon with the big hump on the back, just like the Titius, looks more like the... So you do see on this knife how it's got the big thumb ramp, just like the Titius, where the other one doesn't, right? So the aesthetics are closer to the Titius than the Ling Ma, because it has that upper curve, the upper thumb ramp, just like this one, whereas this one is flat, like flat as can be. So the aesthetics is the same as the Titius, more so. Yeah. I would like the Ling Ma better if it had a little bit of, if it wasn't so flat on the top. Like it looks so straight all the way across. Like it needs a little bit more like something like that. Just make it look better. Ling Ma. Liang Ma. Liang Ma. That's what I said. What did I say? Did I say something else besides Liang Ma? I have a Liang Ma, so I know how to say Liang Ma. I might have said something different. Did I say Ling Ma? I know it's Liang. I've got one right here. Liang Ma. I'm not saying Ling. It's probably my southern. Y'all probably thought I said Ling. I don't say Ling. I say Liang. Sometimes when I'm doing it fast, I might say Liang Ma. But yeah. I know it's Liang. When I talk fast, I might just, my southern makes it go all together. Liang, Ling. I'm blaming it on being southern. I do know it's Liang. Oh wait, you said the Blade Binge version of something. Oh, the Raiden. Well, that's not it. Do they have it on the main page? I bet it's on their Instagram, huh? Okay, so that's not it. Somebody give me a link to it. Everyday City Carry. I don't even know what Everyday City Carry is. FerraMonster. Come on, man. I think somebody told me I walked right by him at Blade Show. He's in one of my videos, evidently. That must be it. The dark mode. I thought the dark mode already came out. But I guess that's it. We saw the dark mode. I didn't like the colors, I don't think. mean, yeah, it looked okay. I just didn't see the need to, I just didn't see the need to get a whole new one just because of the blade window or the blade cutout. Like it's got the same little window like this one, but on this blade. I mean, it's not all that different except for that. So I didn't, yeah, I like null knives too. There you go. Now I just need the I didn't feel like getting the R2 because like I said, it's yeah, the heavy stonewash Poon one. I mean, I just don't think I should get an R2 when I got this one. Like, I like this one enough. But I need the bigger Raiden that they just can't, whatever that new one is, that's like a, I mean, the bigger Voodoo. What's that new one called that looks like a big Voodoo? They're coming out with? I need that one for sure, because that's a new model. Let's see if we can go find it. I forgot what they called it. They called it the Vandal. So I got to get one of these. And I've already decided well, no, I haven't. I'm either going to get the purple carbon fiber one. I'm either going to get this one or I'm going to get the black micarta. I like the black micarta one. But I do like the, I don't know. I don't know which one I want to get yet. Maybe I could go with the black. Yeah, I've got to go with the micarta. I just like micarta better than carbon fiber. And I don't like the brown micarta, so I'm going to get the black micarta one. So that'll be my next null. I said mole. Well, I can't talk today. I'm saying Ling instead of Leon. Ling. Saying Ling and mole knives. What the hell is a mole knife? Yeah, I still love this L1. Liang Ma. It's a cool knife. It's you can't get in the fuller enough to with the fingernail to flick it. So it is the second one on the table that is a flipper only integral. Two integrals. Yeah, if I wouldn't have got these for the price I got them, I wouldn't have bought them. I'll probably have to wait on the Vandal to find one. But see, I wanted to get the black one because it would match this one. But I don't know. Let's see, what else did I have here? And I'm telling you, this is still just such a beautiful knife. The milling on this knife is exceptional. Like the pattern, the fit and finish on this thing. Like the fact that he even did a Zerk inlay in the clip. Like the Zerk backspacer is all milled. Like every time I run across this knife, I just appreciate how well the fit and finish is on it. So good and smooth. Like you can't feel any transition between the milling. Like everything about it is great. The action is just bar none. It has the best detent and the best drop shut action. Yeah, that's a Zerk backspacer and a Zerk inlay in the clip. And then there's a Damascus pivot collars. I don't know if you can see the color on those, but they're Damascus. Yeah, beautiful knife. I was running through here because I wanted to I need to get an integral count going again since I've gotten some new ones. Need to figure out how many integrals I've got. I don't remember. I still want to oh, this is an integral. Kinda. So many knives I forget about that are so nice. Like my Sicaray. My Gecko Custom Sicaray. I love it. It's one of the only carbon fiber knives I like. Just because it feels so good and because of the hand satin on it. And the action on it is just superb. I like the little half moon. But yeah, I forget about this knife. And then another one I forget about that I love is the Luft Concepts Avant, or AVNT. It's got a weird blade. Some people won't like it, but I like the thumb wrap. And I love hollow grinds, and it's got a good hollow grind. And it's a hand satin again. I love those scales too. Yeah, love that knife. I forget until I go digging in my case. What else? My oh wow, I forget about that one too. Where's my stupid? Hold on, give me just a second. I've misplaced some knives. I used to have them in certain places, and now I've got them in different places. Like my first integral, the Dan Carrera 904 with the Poon. That was my first integral. It was misplaced. I'm not going to dig out all my integrals, but I wanted to see in this case how many I had. This is another beautiful knife that I forget about. The lines on it are super clean. Just the gentle sloping curve. Kind of reminds me of the TRMs. This is the Ramet Wild Species. But yeah, it's got such good action too, and the front flipper on it works great. That's another cool shaped knife. I need to carry, I don't know, how do you carry, when you have so many knives like this, how do you carry them all? I guess you don't. Because I was carrying the heck out of this one for almost a week. But then I had to move on to something else because I love this one. Good morning, William. Yeah, I love this one. I still love this one. Fits my hands perfectly. Got a giant blade. Got that poon. Got perfect action. All right. I think that's all in this case. Which is kind of weird because I thought I had more than 5 in my nice knife case. Must be forgetting one. I think I've only got 3 clone integrals. This is one of them. The other ones are somewhere. Let's see. I don't know where the other ones are. Oh, here's one of them. There's one of the other integrals. It's one of my favorites. The Annex. And then I definitely don't remember where the last one is. I thought it was up here in the front somewhere. Thought I moved it so I could find it, but evidently I didn't. Huh. Oh yeah, here it is. The Loxa. What are we up to there? 8, I guess? Those are definitely my only 3 clone integrals. What did I just get? Oh. I ordered one, but it hadn't been delivered yet. That's what it is. I got one more on the way. Integral. And then I got these. I got the black one. And got those 2. Then I got one more somewhere in here. But it's that Bowman TS 140. Yeah, this one. I got that one. Yeah, it's on the table. It's right here. I think that's all of them. Unless I'm forgetting something. I think I am. I always end up forgetting one. No, this might be them. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9, 10, 11. Could have sworn I had more than that. I still love this knife that Sever sent me for free. That milling on that Tucson is great. I love that blade shape too. I think that's my favorite blade shape. I'm pretty sure this is where he got his idea for his blade shape. Kinda. It's a lot like that with the compound grind. The action on this thing is sick. Yeah, but I don't have a real Python. I've got a fake Python. They make a fake integral one, but I don't have it. Oh wait, I do have one more. I just remembered. Pete should have reminded me of this one, but he's probably not around at the moment. I knew I was forgetting one, and it's this one. It's the Eclipse. Pete always reminds me when I forget the Eclipse. Or he did last time, I think. And the only one that I consider a fake integral on the table is the whatchamacallit, the Heretic. Because it's not all one piece. Actually, there's two on the table that are fake integrals. And I say fake because they're not really fake. Yeah, that Pioneer, man. Like, that is just a perfect knife, man. Like I said, if the jimping was better on the back of the thumb wrap, this would be an absolute perfect knife. I cannot recommend it enough. The action is just so butter smooth. Such a good knife. The front flipper is so easy to use. I wish this one was integral. Man, wouldn't that be a sweet knife if it was integral? Good grief. Yeah, that Pioneer milling does just hit. I'm just trying to think. I don't have any Kaiser integrals. And the only Kubi integral I have is this one. So I guess I'm at 12 right now. But there's two that are fake integrals. This one, because it's got a bolster, so it's not one piece. Yeah, I'll get one with the new clip when I find one, but I didn't like the first clip. That's why I didn't buy one. But I will buy one when I find it on Knife Swap. with the new clip. That was a fake integral. And this one is kind of a fake integral because it's got two pieces too. The lock bar comes off and it's two pieces. But my favorite thing about integrals is the way the back looks. I'm gonna have dominoes falling. I just know it. There's no way I can stand all these up without them all falling down. But you know me. I'm gonna give it a shot. Ooh, this L1 is gonna be the one that ruins them all. Oh, careful, careful, careful. Uh-oh. These TS-195s don't look like they want to stand up good either. Careful. Haha. I told you. Told you I was going to have dominoes, and I told you it was going to be the TS-195s that did it. Yay. I got that on video. Get to see dominoes. I should put them by themselves at one end, separated from the other. Yeah, this black on black one, this DLC one is sweet. And the fact that it's one of a kind, because they don't make them like this. Yeah, that didn't really scratch them. That wasn't bad. But I don't want to scratch my knives. I hate scratches. I'm going to accomplish it this time, though. Without dominoes. Maybe. This Liang Ma. See, I'm saying Liang. Liang Ma wants to fall over too. Ta-da! I did it. All right. Thank you, Bowman, Limpy. Oh, you like my Dr. Doom Buster? Yeah, I hate when my knives touch. It drives me nuts. Like, it makes me cringe. So that dominoes, if it wasn't dominoes and I would have just touched two knives, I would have been a lot more upset than the fact it was dominoes and I caught it on video. And it really didn't, they probably didn't scratch. They fell apart. They didn't fall on top of each other. So they probably just tapped each other and luckily they landed. So the backs of them, what's y'all's favorite back looking of all those? Let's see if I can get a better shot. I don't know why it's not focusing. So, which one looks the thickest? Maybe the, like, See, I like the solid backs, like this one. These both do have solid backs, so they are pretty good. I like the dots on that one. And I like the dots on this one. I don't normally like dots. This is the widest one and it's the smallest one, it looks like. Morning, TC, sir. I don't know what's going on with my stupid camera. What a mess. Wish I could get wish I could zoom out and get. That's the best I can do right there. Yeah, that's about the best I can get it. All right. Let's knock them over without making a domino. I still think if I had to pick my top 3 out of all these, so let's do a top 3 so far. Man, I almost have to do a top 5. But I really want to go for this one first. And I don't know why. Other than it's just the action and the lockup on it. It's so fun, and it's super slim, and it's a great back pocket knife. Like, so, but if I had to go for the first one, it's probably this one. So number 1 is probably my Dan Carrera 904. So that's probably number 1. And I've really got a top 5 because I already see what they are. So in no particular order, the rest of the top 5. Oh wait, I've got a top 6. So I don't know. So this one. So these are my top 6 integrals. Right there in the middle. I thought it was 5. But it's actually 6. So yeah, these 6 right here. Starting on the big boy on the end. Next biggest. Next biggest. Something like that. Those 6. But man, this one, as much as I talk crap about Benchmade, this one is so fidget friendly and feels so good to flick, and the lockup is what surprises me more than anything on this knife. And I like that it's solid all the way. It's super thin and fits in the back pocket good. I don't like the clip. I need to get one of those Lynch clips for it. Or that, not Lynch, but that other brand. And then the Scott Cook. Somebody asked me about the Loxa last night and why it's so sought after and liked. And I was like, because it's a $3,000 knife that you can get a 85-90% copy of for $300 instead of $3,000. So that's why I love it so much, and the action on it is sweet. And then the GT, the Anax, is just a great knife too. I had to tighten up the detent on it because it was too loose, so now it doesn't close the easiest, but it's still pretty good. Then the WeSolid GTC just does a great job with that, and it's just got butter action like most Wee knives do. And then the Kubi Eclipse is one of my new favorites. It really stepped up, but probably number one is definitely the Dan Carrera. I should put all these in one case together so that I don't have to do that search again. What else y'all want to look at today? Original Warrior from Liang Ma. Warrior 1. Warrior 1? Is that what we're looking at? Are we looking at the Warrior 1? Sorry. We're looking at this one? Do we know? Original Warrior from... Oh, the version 1. This is a V2, I think. No, let's see. Warrior 1 V2. Warrior 1 built by Riot. McNeese and Liang Ma. Warrior 2. Warrior 1. What's the one to the right? Which, okay, hold on. What's the question again? Oh, this is the Loxa. This one? That is the Scott Cook Loxa. It is this knife right here. $3,495. You want to see the shot? Trying to get it down low enough where it's the same thickness. Thank you, Bo. But it's even got the same little thumb studs. How they're angled. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you where they are. But as you can see, the little thumb studs are the same as on that one. So yeah, so they make a. I almost bought. I was super close last night, since there's a sale going on, to buying this one. So they make one with Damascus, same knife. That's not the same knife because it's got a weird flipper tab. What am I doing? Yeah, that's not even close. I didn't even realize that. Wow. That's the M390 blade one with the Damascus, but it's got an ugly flipper tab and no thumb studs. So I'm glad I didn't buy that last night. But the other one is a green thorn lock sight. I don't think. There it is. Yeah, they're beautiful knives. But they're pricey. But I can't believe this one. But there's some $60 off codes. And there's the annex that I've got. He's got to cover the lock on AliExpress, but they can't show locks or blood grooves. Weird. So he has to Photoshop out the whole lock on this side. You can't even see it. Pretty wild. Because AliExpress bans it when they do that. But see, here's the whole lock side. Yeah, because AliExpress China, they can't broadcast show any locking knives. They have to hide the lock mechanism, or AliExpress will remove it. So, but if that ever happens and you want to know what the knife really looks like, all you got to do is scroll down to the store name, which is right below the description, I believe. Yeah, it's right here. And right beside it, they've got a message button. And you just hit that message button. And you log in. Let me see if I can get logged in here. Hold on. You log in. And then you just simply ask them a question. You just say, can I see some real pictures of the green thorn NX knife? So all you got to do is message them and ask them for real pictures, and they'll send you the real pictures in the chat here. So if you ever wonder, because like because they sell a version of the Python, which is, it's called something. But it looks funny. They can't put spider. Oh, look what just popped up. TS 195. They can't put Spyderco blade holes in here either. So when you look at some of these knives, they look funny because they can't put the round hole in it either, because Spyderco will give them a cease and desist. But they call it something. They've got the Python, but they call it something else. What is the number for the Python? What is the C number? That's how you can find, by using this C number, the C238. So you can type in C238 knife. If you go find the actual Spyderco number, C238 knife. So see, that's how I found it. So that's a good way to find Spyderco knives on AliExpress, is by finding the C number. So if you go find, they all have a C number. Anyway, that's what I'm talking about right there. That knife, they can't show the blade hole because it's a circle. So it looks like a weird knife and people don't realize it's the Python. So you have to message them. But the same thing, all you got to do is scroll down below the description and there's the store's name. You just hit message and you ask for some real pictures. And it tells you when they've read it. So anyway, that's how you get the real pictures. And then if you ever buy from Jufool, he'll send you messages automatically whenever he releases a new knife. And the same with oh yeah, I forgot about this one. I didn't ever get one of those, but I wanted to. The Apocalypse, I'm still mad about not getting one of those. I don't think they're available anymore. That was 3 months ago. Waylon, Free Wolf. Yeah, that's right, Waylon. Thank you. I don't know what knife you're talking about, Pete. Morning, Dwayne. I thought Waylon bought a Blackout, but he bought something else. But he's going to buy that Blackout from me that's stuck in customs. This one right here, the possible abnormalities. But I don't remember exactly. Yeah, that was that was Paul. Yeah, I sent Paul that the Kaiser, the Crocodile, this one. I sent Paul one of these, yeah. He got it and he likes it. But I think he's scared to post pictures because he thinks people will think he's bragging. And if that was the case, all of us brag all the time. I think it's sharing more than bragging. I would have never started my channel if I thought it was bragging. Oh, Waylon, Waylon won a knife on the giveaway. And then I don't remember. I've given, I think he bought one and I sent him one or something. Isn't that what it was, Waylon? Didn't you buy one of them and then I sent you the other one for free? They were both titanium. My memory serves me correctly, but I can't even remember what the other one was now. Besides the Tactical Gears one. This is a great little knife on sale. And the micarta texture on it looks like a crocodile kind of. Cool micarta. Nitro V blade steel, 29 bucks. Go grab you one. I bought one of these and sent it to Paul just because I wanted him to have one. I forgot I just sent him a Kaiser. Oh, okay. You won the Arius in a giveaway. Yeah. And I just gave you the Tactical Gears. Oh, yeah. I told you since you didn't have a titanium knife that I would send you one. That's what it was. Yeah, it seems like all liner locks are all going to nested. Cause like this new Lemifshi, I mean they're all, this one's recessed. I mean this one's not recessed, like you can see the top of the liners. Yeah, I consider nested where you can't see the top of the liner, where all you can see is the cutout. I guess that's what you're saying. Yeah, nested means to me that the only place you can see the liner is where the relief lock bar access. Whereas this isn't nested, this is just a liner lock. But a lot of them are nested now. Is the there's a Devo. So all the Devos are nested. I guess that has to do partly with Lefty. That one's nested too. What about that new one? So that new one, that cheap one I got from China, that one's not nested. Yeah, I'm about to get out of here too. Let's see if the Bunta The Bunta is not nested. See you later, Bo. This is an awesome budget knife, $30 knife too. The Petrified Fish Bunta. Great knife. And it's a little bigger. It's a little bit bigger of a knife than the Kaiser. Quite a bit bigger. But they're both around 30 bucks right now. This Bunta is a cool knife. The action on it is sick too. All right, Bo. See you. I'm about to be out of here too. Don't worry. I'm not far behind you. Somebody's posting on Discord. Pocket check. An odd couple. This is who just posted the odd couple in the Discord? That's it's a knife you don't see every day. The one on the right. Y'all gonna have to forgive me for half a second before I end the video. Hold on just a second. Sorry, I had to let somebody in really quick. Yeah, that one on the right, you don't see very often. And I want to know I forget who that picture is. Who that person is. But that's so weird, whoever just sent that, because I've got one and hardly anybody knows about that knife. I got pretty close to nailing that one right off the rip, huh? I forgot who that is in the Discord. Death Blossom, I forgot who you are in the chat. But yeah, this is a super cool knife that not many people know about. It's a Bestech. It's called the Supersonic. Super cool knife though. I like that mirror. I like how your table's polished enough to give us that mirror look. Is that a Damn Designs? What is that other knife? Oh no, that's a Tucson, isn't it? think that is a Tucson, but I could be wrong. TC just posted. Is that the Hera? Is that the Hera, TC? Mine will be delivered today. Oh yeah, all 3 of my Tucsons that I ordered for half price will be here today. So when I showed that that screw up where that code worked that Pete gave me, so I got see if I can find it. I could have sworn, yeah. So I got these 2. I got the Caveman and the Hera for $200 for both of them. And they'll be delivered today. I got $420 worth of knives for $210. I can't believe that code worked. I can't believe I got a Hera for $96. Like, that's pretty wild. And then the other one I got, it'll be delivered today. I went back and used another email account and got a Thoth with the Arctic Storm Fat Carbon and the Damascus blade. I got it for $122. $250 knife for $122. So that'll be delivered today too. Yeah, thank you, Pete. That Thoth, I'm looking forward to the Thoth more than anything. Because it's made by Sparrow, or it's designed by Sparrow. And I almost bought, but yeah, I got this model right here. I can't wait to check it out today. I couldn't decide which version I wanted, but I was like, if I'm going to get it half price, I might as well. So I almost bought this one, but I just decided I didn't like. I've got enough with Lightning Anno, and I don't have many with the Fat Carbon, and I wanted to get my money's worth. So my only other choices were that one and that one and that one, because I don't like black blades. So I went with this one, but I know which one TC would have went with. He would have went with this one. And I almost got it because it didn't have the Damascus blade. I didn't want the Damascus blade, but I wanted this pattern carbon fiber. I ought to try to get them to send me one to review like this and swap the blade out, put the Damascus blade on the purple one. Yeah, do a blade swap. I ought to see if they'll send me one of these to review. Yeah, I don't like the Damascus, but I got it for a video, really. And I got it because I know that I can sell it pretty much instantly and get my money back. I mean, who's not going to buy that for $122? Yeah, but I almost wish I would have got this one now. I think I didn't get it because I didn't like the dark. But I could have bead blasted that. Yeah, I could have bead blasted that for sure. I think I got this because it had the light color. But now I kind of wish I would have got the regular blade and bead blasted the handle and the clip. Well, all right, guys. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are the best. Love y'all. And I'm gonna start to get out of here, I guess. Yeah, I've got a bunch of images now. Dwayne, Michael, TC, Waylon, Pete. Appreciate y'all sticking around to the end. Bo, you too, buddy. And everybody else that was in here earlier, John. Hopefully we can get that laser guy to come on soon and tell us all about his laser stuff. Anybody want to, one last message here. Anybody want to hinder Eclipse? My buddy's selling one of these. Whoops. Yeah, I guess this link is not going to work. Oh. Hold on. Here we go. Anybody want one of these? A Hinderer Eclipse? I can probably get you a good deal on it. Knives are life. Appreciate you, buddy. Michael, yeah, I'll definitely read it. Oh yeah, I didn't answer you because I don't know anybody. But I was gonna, while we're in here, Pete, what's the guy's name that helped Pete? Are you still here? If you're still here, Pete, what's the guy's name that helped Sever do the CAD work for his knife? Doesn't he help people do CAD work? He's an Instagram guy, and I can't remember who you said his name was. And if you don't want to share that in public, you're welcome to send it to Michael privately. But Michael would like that guy's name. I can almost remember his name. He helps a lot of people with that. Loot 10 Tex. There you go, Michael. That's who you need to get a hold of for that question you asked me. I didn't answer you because I was trying to remember his name and I meant to ask Pete and I forgot. So there you go. So he's the same one that helped Sever do all the CAD for his knives. And as you saw, yesterday, he did these. Dang it. Now I'm lost again. I can't remember where Pete put those links. Maybe it was in Knife Picks. Yeah. So he's the one that did these renderings. He did that one. He did those and these. So, Michael, if you heard that, cool. If not, I'll message you and tell you that. All right, guys. I'm for real out of here this time. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. Thursday, we're going to do some kind of project. I'll make sure that happens. And, yeah. I'm thinking Michael might have left. But I'll make sure to get him that info, Pete. Appreciate it. He can go back and read the chat. Laters, guys.